All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the Akim, to the elect that are scattered across the four corners of this earth, pushing this truth and faith and sincerity. I'm the brother Shema Allah from the GMS Houston camp, and this lesson is going to be entitled, those who have sacrificed will receive a reward. Okay, because one thing that we got to put in remembrance, all the time is that, all of the things that we are doing in this world, staying attached to the Lord, putting off things, for this truth, man, it's going to pay off, in the long run, right? And we don't even have that much time before we start seeing the payoffs, all right? Before we start, receiving the benefits, because when all hell breaks loose, the Lord is going to show who his chosen are, but the ultimate reward is going to be the kingdom of heaven. So the Lord is going to show us that this wasn't for nothing. Like, all that you did, all right, for his name, all that we did, all right, he's going to show us that, that meant something, all right, that he remembers, okay? Because the Lord, like it says in the book of Hebrews, the 6th chapter, right, which I'll just grab that, but the Lord is not going to forget, how it works, all right? But, I just start here in Matthew 19:27. It says, Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we are forsaken all, and follow thee. What shall we have therefore? So Peter, right, was the head disciple, he asked him, basically, what shall we get? Because all the things that we have done and given up for this, like, what shall we get in return for that? Right? We just sacrificed a lot. And they put off a lot of things, and, they cared about these things, but they seen, the bigger picture as far as, this is the Messiah, we got to do what we got to do. All right, we got a mission. So, like, we want to know, like, just for us doing this, like, what we going to get for that? All right, which was a reasonable question. It says, And Yahweh said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon the 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. So basically, in his kingdom, they're going to be judges. All right, they're going to be on top, right? The 12 disciples. Okay, so they're going to sit on thrones. They're going to be kings. All right, in his kingdom, he's going to give them kings. He even said that, that the elect is going to be, joint heirs with him, right? But that 144,000 is going to be, on another level, right? The house of David. Okay, the 144,000, right? Which the house of David consists of 144,000 and the 1/3 as well, the elect. Okay, but they're going to be the government body. All right, and the 12, all right, they're going to be up there in the hierarchy. They're going to be on the top. Okay, but he told them, like, for you sacrificing, all right, you're gonna be sitting on thrones. Hey, that's worth it in itself, because sitting on the throne, that represents power, it represents rulership and authority. When you go back to the ancient times, man, this is something that was always sought after, to be a king, to sit on the throne, to be a royalty, to be of a royal line, to be in high positions. Okay, you watch any of the ancient movies or any of these medieval times, right? This meant something, right? Especially during this time. Even though during this time, what you had Caesars, all right, emperors, and things like that, right? But to be a king, man, that's powerful. All right, because even in this position that they were in right now, they were in captivity. They said, look, man, this is what you're gonna get. All right, but not only that, right, keep going. It says, And everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. All right, so not only you're going to receive a throne, right, but you're going to receive 100-fold of what you lost. All right, so you're gonna lose to gain. Okay, you're gonna lose to gain, and no investment really works like that in this world. All right. To reap 100-fold. All right. When you done lost everything. All right. We are losing. Just think about that. We have to lose to gain. And he said 100-fold, so more than what we ever could have on this side, because we in captivity. All right, but this is the greatest investment that one could do, and that one could be in. Right? You're gonna be profitable. He said 100-fold. All right, but not only that, he said everlasting life. The kings before, no other king had that. No other king had everlasting life. No other king lived forever. This is what the Lord's going to grant to those men that sacrifice everything for him in his name. Right? Yahweh Shah. To sit on thrones forever. Because when a king is on his throne, right, it's for a limited time only, because somebody got to replace him soon. Somebody got to come up after him, which would usually be his seed or his son. Okay? Or if not, it would be the closest of kin. But that 144,000, ain't going to be no replacements for them. This is going to be positions, set, right? Set in stone. Okay? It's going to be set in stone that these are these men, all right, the government body. It ain't going to be growing old and then having to retire and switch out. No. It ain't going to be like that. Right? And this is more than something to die for. Okay? Because in the world, we coming up, we were fighting for crumbs in this man's system to be this and be that, a celebrity. But look, man, nothing's going to be able to amount to what the Lord got in store for us. Nothing can ever equate to this. This is the greatest thing a man could ever receive. All right? And it only pertains to the Israelite man. The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? This is Luke 14:26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and his mother and his wife and his children and his brethren and his sisters, yea, in his own life, he cannot be my disciple. All right, so what this is saying here is that when it says hate, it's basically going into, you gotta love the Lord, right? You gotta love Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, more than your family, more than you, your own life. All right? And you show that you love through actions. So you don't put nothing above this truth. Okay? And this is a big sacrifice in itself. All right? Because you're putting the Lord before family matters. All right? Before, spending time with your wife and your kids and this and that, right? Which we do spend time, right? But we know that we got to dedicate a big portion of our time onto this, to be dedicated unto it. So it's going to be a lot of things that we're going to miss out on and not be able to be involved in, right? Because we're involved in this truth. And we're going to get paid back on that. All right? Putting our whole life, which it ain't even a life here, but putting our lives behind us, right? Secondary until this truth, which is the primary. All right. But let's go to Hebrews 6:10. It says, for the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love which ye have showed towards his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints that do minister. So the Most High is not unrighteous to forget the works that we do, right? The works that we put in, that we show towards his name, the reverence, all these particular things, the charity, right? The videos that we put up, the studying that we do to get better and better each and every day, right? These things are not going to be forgotten. The Lord's going to show us that he remembered, right? And ultimately, the ultimate reward is being saved and getting the kingdom of heaven. Okay? So, we shouldn't think that these things that we are doing, right, are being done in vain. Like, it's not going to pay off because you're not seeing, the immediate benefits of it, right? Because you don't see the kingdom right now. All right, but we know it's coming. All right, or you may be getting plagued in your mind by thoughts and by demons going through this situation. All right, and your life might feel like shit at the moment, right? And it's basically having you thinking in a way that, man, it can't be possible for you to be one of those, man. It can't be possible for you to receive that reward. But no, it's coming. All right, that same job is to get in your mind like that. All right, so we all got to remember, man. You got to keep fighting and keep pushing, man. All right, last scripture. 1 Corinthians 15:58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. Right? So be ye steadfast, which means unmovable. All right, be firm in this thing. Stay rooted and keep your faith in this thing. Why? Because you know that your labor is not in vain. So the labor that we are doing is not going to be in vain. It's going to pay off. Right? And it's going to follow us in the world to come, which is going to be, when I say world, I mean a different age. When in Greek it would be aeon, right? And it's going to be the age of the Israelites. It's going to be a forever and ever and ever kingdom. All right, so these works will follow us, whether alive or dead. All right, so hey, with that, man, I'm gonna say shalom.